I try to find balance between work, life, studying, and as you know, I study at the top universities in Russia, and it is quite difficult. And what is more, I work in investment sphere more than 2 years, and I spend the whole time for doing something important. And that is why today I would like to tell you more about priorities and how to have time for what you really like and what is important for you. A lot of people very often tell us that they don't have free time when somebody asks them to go to an event or to have like a date or to have like a meeting with each other to drink coffee or tea, and what it really means. In reality, it is equal to not that you don't really have free time, but it is not your priority. So you should understand the phrase I don't have time equal it is not my priority. Very often, if you want to keep up everything, you should have a very clear vision of what is your goals and what is your priorities, because we have only 24 hours per day, and the big amount of time we spend for our biological needs, for example, sleep. And that is why it is very important to understand time management, how to delegate some things, and how to be productive. Because when you write a plan that has 50 or 60 tips that you should do this day, you are in stress because you don't really able to keep up everything of this, and then this stress not help you to do these tasks. And that is why there is like an idea to think what is your priority, like highlights. So you should have only one or two the most important things that are very, very important to do, and then other things can be not be done. And if anything is not very important and not very, you should do it fast, then you can do it nowhere, because you don't really need this. And you can set priorities set only when you have goals. So you should first set goals, what you want to achieve. You should think how you can achieve these goals, and then you should always ask yourself if this project or this event or this meeting or this action that you should do leads you to success, and it is like even a small step to your goal. In situation, if it is not, this action, your behavior would not lead you to your goal, then you shouldn't do this at all. And there is like a phrase that very, very successful people say no for anything. And I can't agree with you with this phrase in 100%, but there is something in it, because when you are a very successful person, you have a very limited time, and then such kind of people, I know it because of practice, because I work with a very rich and successful people and I communicate with them very often, and very often they have limited time and they can't spend at least 1 hour for nothing, and they think about priority at the first time, and they know how to choose what is important and what is not. In situation when everything is okay and somebody asks you at the beginning of the week, do you have 6 hours for repair? And we will tell this person that of course not. We have very important schedule, we don't have free time, any minute is written and something like that. And then, for example, there is a situation when something is going wrong, when everything is not okay, and when we need to have a repair, because our, for example, bathroom do like this of water, and we need to communicate with people who would make a repair with we need to go to shop to buy everything that is needed. For example, if water was a lot of water in the bathroom, for example, and it is in the another floor that other people live in, so they have all bathroom in water too, their whole room, and we need to pay for them. We should communicate with them, talking how to solve this problem. And then if we continue everything, when we continue our repair and think about how much time we spend for all this process, then it is 6 hours in this week. But we can think, but we didn't have time this. In reality, this task become our priority, and then we didn't do something another. And that is why when we talk about phrase that I don't have time, when you very often tells others this, then you should think that it is not really about time, it is more about you that don't able to make priorities. Then you should ask yourself why everything is going such way, why I don't have time. Maybe I do a lot of tasks that are not important for me, that don't lead me to goal. And another part of this video should be devoted to such idea that we need all time that we have. For example, when we have like a task and we have a week to do this, then we would do this task for a week. When we have only 1 hour to do it, we would do it for 1 hour. Of course, the quality can be different in some cases, but if we talk, for example, about such situation when we have 3 days or 4 days, the quality would be actually equal. And in this case, very often people spend all time that they have for doing tasks. And when we have limited time, we are more focused on doing this like a task. We are more concentrated, we don't spend time doing nothing, and that is why it is very important to set a really normal period of time, limits time, and then not to think that we have the whole year to do something. No, very often we do everything at the last moment, and it is our character, and we should accept this feature of our character, and then understand that we have tasks and we have limited time, and we would do this task for time that we gives us to it. So I hope that you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe, and see you later.